Hello there. We got a +1 special edition. So March is, as all you know, is Women's Month, and we haven't done our due diligence and brought women on here for March. So I brought two very special guests, Miss Vanessa and Miss Benine. How you ladies doing?
Good. How are you?
I am great. I'm glad you guys were able to come on a Monday. You know, you could be anywhere else, but you're here. So, let's get right into it. So, first of all, Miss Benine launched a podcast last week.
Yay.
Big hit with the people. Talk to us about that. What was that? What was the mindset going into that? What's the story behind your podcast?
So I actually have a website where I blog often, and I felt like though a lot of my writing, people read it and were just like engaged with it, I felt like I had a voice and I need to just speak and use the mic to get my point across with a lot of messages.
And what were some of the messages that you're trying to get across with this podcast?
Essentially what I share is relatable, real-life lessons, but a lot of it has to do with my faith as the foundation, because I feel like my life is just like surrounded by it. Like everything that I learn has to do with my faith, so why not share it with other people?
Definitely, that's keep the faith alive.
Yeah.
It's good to have some faith in your life. Now, Miss Vanessa, she's been busy herself. She brought us some juices here. It's frozen. We can't drink it right now. But what got you started into making these juices?
What got me started? It's actually a long story, but I'm gonna try to make it short. So it started with pulling away from drinking like store-bought juices. So I have a very bad craving, like sweet craving. So I used to go to like juices to like satisfy it. But then at some point, like God told me to stop drinking juice. So fast forward months later, I had to leave my job, and then fast forward again, one morning I wake up, I'm just craving juice. I'm like, but it's been months, I haven't had any juice. Why am I craving juice right now? So that morning I woke up and I opened my fridge. I saw that I had like a couple of apples, and I remember that I had a juicer in my cabinet that I hadn't used for like years, 3+ years. So I make that juice, and I'm like, whoa, the taste was so natural, so different than the store-bought juices. And it just started right there. I started making my own juices, and one day in the middle of a conversation with someone, it's like, why don't you provide it to your community? Why don't you make juices for people? So that's just like how the idea started, and now, it's like in bottles, sharing it with people.
All right, and what are some of the different flavors that you got? I see what we got here. We got pineapple, ginger, and lemon.
So that one is actually self-control. I have 6 flavors out right now. The goal is to have 9 of them. So we have love, joy, patience, self-control, faithfulness, goodness.
Faith. This all goes back to faith.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, now how do you two incorporate your idea in your idea? How do you two bring that on together when you guys work with each other? How those two intertwine?
There's many different ways. I mean, we're best friends to begin with, so we're always helping each other out in different ways. Just giving each other ideas and sharing stuff, and sometimes we take pictures for each other just to help promote. It's really about working together and putting stuff out there for people that are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And now, what do you guys do with these? How does this help you guys? Because you work with young children. How does it help you guys when you guys working with young teenagers, young women, just to give them a vision or just give them an idea of something that they want to do? They could see you two. You guys had an idea, then you brought the idea to life.
So I have a lot of, my life is pretty much surrounded by teenagers, honestly, like even with work and stuff too.
You ain't got no gray hair.
Actually, I love teenagers. They keep me alive. They give me such energy. But they follow my blog, they listen to my podcast, and then also I have a girls ministry. It's called SIS, and it means Strengthen Sisters. So usually it's every year for a few months, and right now we're just planning to start it back up probably in April. We meet twice a month, and that's really where I get to have the one-on-one or just deeper conversations with them. It's usually about a group of like 10 to 12 girls that come often.
Yeah, that's really good. Now, with you, how are you going to incorporate these juices and just trying to help people live a healthier life? Because you did say you try to stay away from store-bought juices or store-bought sodas. When you said drinking, I thought you were going to say alcohol first. But when you said with the juices, how is this going to help people just live a healthy life?
Okay, so first of all, these juices are all natural. So there's no preservative, no chemicals, there's no sugar added, no water added, whatever ingredient you see on the label is what you have in there. So as opposed to, the store-bought juices where you have chemicals, because they have to last longer. To be able to sell them in different stores, they have to add some type of chemicals in it, which is not necessarily good for you. So this is just to keep it as natural as possible, and that is good for a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle. So clearly that's why she brought this. But we all share something in common. We're all from the Congo, and Benine has been putting on the gala for the past 4 years. What's this?
Yes.
This year's going year 4 or 5?
This year will be year 5, but we're actually, because it's such a milestone year, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
So we will be back in the fall of 2020.
Fall of 2020.
Yep.
And just talk about what this gala does, what support it does for the Congolese community.
Yeah, so it first started, we had a brother of ours in the community that was really sick, and it was created to bring the community together to raise money to help him with funds and things like that. Unfortunately, he passed away, but it's something that we wanted to continue because we saw how crazy it was that the whole Congolese community came together to support him. So we continued with that theme of just helping each other out with different issues that there are in the community, but I think now it's turned more into being able to show people in the New England area the Congolese culture, because no one really knows. Like, if you tell them you're from Congo, they're like, where's that? Yeah. But we're the heart of Africa, so.
Get it together, people. Learn your geography, we're right in the middle. And you also, with that, before leading up to the gala, there's the basketball tournament that goes on
Yes.
in, July?
Usually in August. So we are still doing that this August. I'll definitely give some more details for that.
All right, definitely. And then what else you good ladies got going on besides this? What else is on the 2019 agenda for you all?
That's really it. We got the podcast, the blog, Baraka Juices.
Yeah, these Baraka Juices. I might be living a healthy life after this. I don't know. They kind of. I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. But yeah, that's great work that you guys are doing, especially with this, because I don't know how it is with your family. I know in mine, with high blood pressure. That's the big thing. I know there's a lot of folks in our community with the high blood pressure, and they don't watch what they eat, the salty foods and stuff like that. So, are they accepting of these? Have folks in the community accepted? Are they accepting it? How's the reception been?
I don't even know how to explain it. They've been so open about it. That's how I'm so convinced that it's just not a good idea from my end. It's not something that I've just sat there and thought about, oh, this is a good idea. No, it's really a God-inspired idea. They're so open about it. Like, I get orders, people, getting not so happy about me when I run out of juices, when I'm in the community. Now people, when they see me, they expect me to walk around with juices.
People literally fight over them.
Yeah, there's that one flavor that if I run out of it, it's like a fight.
Yes.
Some people are willing to pay double just for it. So,
All right. And lastly, before we go, we got a couple minutes. Tell them, plug your social medias. Tell them where they can find any information.
So I have my blog website, which is www.benine, my first name, m.com. And then I also have my Instagram that you can follow me at. It's IamNeens Notes, Neens Notes.
All right, and you can find me, or you can find Baraka Juices on Instagram or Facebook. It's pretty much at Baraka Juice Bar on both platforms.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for coming. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for bringing these gifts.
Thank you.
I will definitely enjoy it when they're nice and melted. All right. So, you guys have been watching Plus One. Team Fufu No Fork is here in the building. I just want to thank them once again for coming, and you guys have a great day.
I can't.